welcome to the Wellington Witch, or welcome back if you're a subscriber. My name's Lorien. Here is your 2 weekly reading from the 20th of July to the 2nd of August. So there's only 2 days at the end of the 2-week period, so just have a little bit of a touch base in the beginning of the August month there, but this is mainly for the end of July. I'm going to be using the Everyday Witch Tarot along with some runes, and I will also be doing some other cards, moonology cards, or whether that be angel cards or whatever that may be. I'm going to just go with the flow on this one. I'll also be looking at how the new moon in Cancer on the 19th or 20th of July, depending on where you are, may affect you. And also we're going into Leo season, so we'll be looking into how that affects you as well. In the meantime though, if you resonate with this reading, please do give a comment down below. Love to hear back from you, and if you'd like a reading based on anything you hear here, or you know, if you have a question that you'd like to ask me regardless, all the information to how to get a reading is down below in the description box. Thank you so much to everybody who has recently commented, subscribed, left a little like, or you know, just got in touch with me. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. It really does make my day, and I'm so glad to be able to do these readings for you. Thank you. I appreciate all of you. In the meantime though, let's get on to your reading. Hello my lovely Cancerians. So this is for Cancer Sun, Moon and Rising sign. If you would like, I would recommend you go to the other 3 in your particular trio, just to see if there's anything coming through. But if you are Cancer Rising, this is going to be a little bit of you know, astrology for you. So the new moon is in Cancer on the 19th to 20th of July in your first house. This is if you're Cancer Rising, because I do the traditional Hellenistic astrology. I don't do the slice up a chart and see where it is. I go first house, this. So just a brief overview. So this is mainly going to be in your house of self, your appearance, your path through life. So it's basically going to be reaffirming if there's anything out of place, if there's something that you are on track with, because the moon is in your ruler. So that's going to be absolutely great. It's going to be something, it's in its, you know, it's in its sign, basically. And I feel as though this is going to be something that is incredibly enlightening for you. Maybe also if you are a sun in Cancer, maybe even a moon in Cancer, who knows, but it's definitely going to be something that is felt within you. Water signs tend to feel it more when it's in a water sign, so you're likely to feel the ripple effect. But it does feel like it's going to be family and friends. The sign of Cancer controls the 4th house of family, so you may also be feeling more about your emotional life, you know, anything to do with your home, your fixed assets, academic degrees, furthering yourself, you know, just that sort of connection to your roots and the foundations that make you you. So the new moon is probably going to be affecting that, or you can make a promise to yourself around the new moon, just to kind of improve on or touch upon some of the things that you may have let go of for the rest of, you know, the last few months, just to give you a little bit of an insight into that. So let's have a see what's coming through with the sign of Cancer for the next 2 weeks. Oops. So I'm going to do 2 cards for career, which seem to have already come through, 2 cards for love, and 2 cards for general advice. Thought I'd do a little bit different this time. Love wants to come through there, and you want to come through there. So, and then we have general advice here. Actually, the 3rd wanted to come through, so you get 3 for general advice. So in career, ooh, you have 7 of Wands and 7 of Swords. Okay. Now let me just try and put these up here for you. There we go. So as you can see, with those 2 in your career factor, I would say that there's a little bit of skullduggery going on. Some people want to pull the wool over your eyes and tell you that you're getting a better deal than you actually are. Some people want to take your what are called, your positivity. They want to take the things that you've achieved, they want to take your positivity, your faith in yourself, and kind of turn it on its head. I do see that the competition, if you have any, is getting a little bit rough, but also what they want to say is that some person in your circle, however wide a net that is, so not really close to you, I don't feel, but there could be an external circle that you have in the periphery. Somebody is not being as true as they would like to seem. Okay, they're not being as honest and open as you would expect a friend to be. Again, I don't feel that you're close to this person. What I feel is that they are somebody who you know, but it's somebody who is kind of jealous of you, not gonna lie. I get this a lot. There was somebody who was a very regular client who was a Cancerian, and poor love, her nature, her soft nature was really taken advantage of. And I do think that, again, there's somebody who doesn't have your best interest at heart here. You're maybe fighting and sticking to your guns here for all the right reasons, but they're still planting doubt in your head, and they're still, you know, wanting to try and get you onto their point of view instead of anything else. There's a manipulation going on here somewhere in the career area or the practical, tangible work area, your day-to-day life. So I just feel like there's something that is not as all it seems here, and you're right to fight against it. You're right to go against it. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in your perseverance, your creativity. But there just seems to be like bashing up against a brick wall sometimes. And, you know, I understand some, you know, that occasionally it can be incredibly difficult to try and overcome certain slights against you, or overcome certain things that you feel should be done. Like maybe somebody's trying to convince you to take on 5 extra shifts for them, or it's just something that seems to be going on in the background. They may have very big smiles on their faces. It's for your own good, you know, stuff like that coming through. But there's a fight here, and it just feels like you're being pushed into a corner that you're not quite, you're not quite ready to believe in them, or, you know, you're being pushed into a corner, or they think that you have nowhere else to go, and they think you have nothing else you can do. However, what they're actually backing you up against has a door behind you, so you can open that door and go, bye, see ya, and then walk out the other end. You know, you're not shoved in as, or hemmed in as much as they would have you believe. And I think they want you to, Spirit wants you to take the struggles that you may have with work and then just work it in your favor. You can flip this on your head, on its head, sorry. And I think, you know, if you're facing like people just consistently nagging at you and nipping at you, you can block that energy away from you. You can block that energy. Now, let me just see what love has to say here. Okay, I am going to turn this around just for the camera's sake. So you have 6 of Swords and you have the 3 of Wands. I don't know why that seems to have water damage. It may have come like that, I'm not sure. So the 6 of Swords was in reverse. And this generally means the transition, the self, you know, rite of passage, so to speak, the growth, I think is going to be internal, and you're not ready to take the next steps just yet in love and relationships and stuff like that. It may be that you've been working on yourself for quite a long time, or maybe even that this career issue is affecting your self-confidence, it's affecting your progress within yourself. You know, it's supposed to be a nice transition. You're supposed to be using the experiences to grow and to learn, but for some reason there's still something that you can't quite get to grips with. I have a feeling it's guilt. I have a feeling it's trust, but to be honest, it just feels like you still have some kind of things to work on there. With the 3 of Wands, absolutely perfect. You know, this is preparation, this is foresight, this is understanding yourself. This is going, okay, I know what's at stake here. I know what the issue is. I don't know how to deal with it. This is communication within your higher self. This is also the creativity you need in order to tackle the harmony, the home that the new moon will bring to you as well. So as we go into like warm Leo season from the 22nd of July, I feel like your confidence is going to start growing. Your perseverance is going to start growing, because you're naturally going to start feeling, okay, I'm gearing up to something here. The Leo is naturally like warm to the spotlight, and they're very funny, and they take on things with a lot of humour, but there's naturally a gravitas towards them. There's a charisma. I mean, look at Barack Obama. He's a typical Leo. Like, he can work a room, he can drop the mic, he has a sense of humour, people warm to him, it's almost like he's one of the iconic presidents, and all that kind of thing. It just feels like you are understanding the way you work, how your charisma brings people in, and also I feel like this is gearing up for some more stability. This is more harmony coming in, but again, because that was in reverse, and I will, just for... you've seen it upright. I will say that this is gearing up possibly in for the full moon next month, which is, I think it's about the 3rd or 4th, so we're just missing it in this reading. But it is definitely based on your growth, inner self, your inner workings. Make a promise to yourself from the new moon, just to kind of work on your confidence issues, because I do feel in love is going to make the world of difference to you. If somebody has been saying, oh, you should be more this, or you should be more that, or I wish you had more confidence in yourself, or why don't you ever stand up for yourself, or something like that, or why are you always nice to people? It could be something like that you're having to deal with, or just finding your voice amongst a really loud room. It feels like you are completely speaking up for your beliefs here, and just finding your voice and speaking to people. 5 of Cups. This is the general overview, by the way, general advice. You have the Hermit and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, let me just move that like that slightly for you. It's a bit difficult at the moment. Okay, so you have 5 of Cups. You have the Queen of Pentacles. Sorry if you can see these scratches. It's just really handling a cat while you're trying to take them to the vet. I don't advise it. Queen of Pentacles and the Hermit. Okay. So here we have a lot of positivity, to be honest. 5 of Cups is just basically crying over spilt milk. Things may be hard. Things may be a little bit of conflict. There may be some tension coming in here for you. There may be some issues where you're like, oh, I'm never going to be good enough. But that's just other people coming into your head and trying to convince you of that. And they're saying that you're worried about things that have passed, but you still have the party. You may be, oh no, it's a disaster because everything... You've still got... The table didn't fall over. Nothing fell into the sea. It's just a case of proportion. Seeing what is the big deal and what isn't. If something can just be swept off and shrugged off, please do that. It's not, something this month, or the next 2 weeks, sorry, may feel like it's such a big deal, but it's not. It's not. Honestly, you just have to go, cast it away from you. The Queen of Pentacles could be a helper, actually. She's very down to earth, very motherly. She could be a very strong earthy influence, so Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Similarly, though, she could also be signifying that you're going to change something to your house, because the new moon in Cancer could not only be your sense of self, but also be around your home. You may want to try something different with your home. Feng Shui, shift a sofa somewhere else, make sure the energy's flowing around, gut something out of your wardrobe, just do something that you feel like you're putting into your house again. Maybe painting, maybe cleaning. I know I started very recently doing all that, so it's just a case of taking inventory of what you do and do not need, and also having the tenacity to understand you're very down to earth, get your feet firmly on the floor, and understanding it from a very realistic point of view, what it actually is that you're doing. The Hermit as well says, I'll hold it up a little bit here, the Hermit is very much a case for going inwards and understanding the inner workings of what's going on within your kind of higher self mind, your introspection, searching. There could be a very good argument for taking some time to yourself this in the next 2 weeks, away from people and away, switching off your phone, switching off your social media, uninstalling some apps that instantly connect you to the world. Just try not to do that as much. Maybe take an hour a day just to do something for you, to clean, to look out the window and daydream, something, because I feel like this is about almost a reset of your energy. This is a reset of how you approach things, how you see things, and just trying to be more in tune with what it is you want. So I'm just going to do a rune here for you. Okay, and the rune we have is Oh, okay, this comes up quite a lot lately. This is Degaz, and this is breakthrough. This is awakening, embarking on an enterprise. I think a lot of the world right now is starting to wake up out of this fog. I mean, at the start of all this lockdown business, it did seem a bit like a dream. Like, what is this? What's going on? I feel now, because of some introspection, because of some understanding as to where you may need some work, you may have already gone through the hermit stuff. It's just to now see how you can turn it into a positive, how you can turn it into the breakthrough that's coming through, the awakening, the embarking on this new journey like the Three of Wands has here. Like, you can actually, you've prepared, your foresight, and now you're kind of turning that into something positive and progressing. And I honestly do believe this is something that you've waited for a while, or you've persevered towards for a while, but there's still some issues there. So let's just have a look at an angel card for you. The top one already wants to come through, so let's see. Sensitivity. Oh, I always associate this with dear Cancerians as well. So this says you are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. You're empaths. Honour yourself and your feelings. So if something feels off to you, if something feels not right, if something feels too overwhelming, or you don't like watching the news because you always feel bad afterwards, or if something just does not work for you at all, make sure that you take this away, you know. Yeah. Take yourself out of it. Switch off your phone. Take yourself out of the equation of, I'm listening to everything and everyone and oh my god, I'm just going overboard here. Make sure that you treat yourself well. Make sure that you understand your body and your mind and your heart's intentions, and work on whatever you need to work on, but just don't listen to the white noise that's going on around you with people incessantly going off. Just do what you feel is right here. Oh, well, my lovely Cancerians, that's all I think they want me to tell you. If you have a question, drop it down below. Comment below anyway. Let me know if this resonated with you, what you're doing for the next 2 weeks. And as always, if you want to get in touch with me, all the ways to do so in the description box. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll speak to you very, very soon.